Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome back to the stream. Yeah, it's been a regular old Wednesday. It is still Wednesday, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, things have been relatively quiet today. I hope everyone's been having a good middle part of the week. We're going to carry on with the tribal playthrough that we've been working on. So we are currently the Treaty of the Valley. So let's load that up and see where we left off. We do have a question of the day today, which is !QOTD, and that is, do you have a favourite movie? I'm always interested to hear what people's favourite movies are. For me personally, it's a toss-up between two. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, will always be right up there for me. And the others, I'm not too sure about whether Serenity is quite high up there, purely because I love Nathan Fillion and the Firefly series. And maybe the Lord of the Rings films. It's a tough pick, really. A gourmet chef named John is crash landing nearby. I have conditions that need tending. He's not bleeding out. He is a tier 2 android. He's quite a good one. He is a coward, but he is a member of another colony. We already have a refugee from the Shura dynasty. We need another spot, don't we? So let's put another sleeping spot down, set it to medical. And because he's an android, I'm going to send Blue to rescue him. Because I think repairing androids uses the crafting skill as opposed to the medical skill. Ooh, I forgot we had Red Snail here as well, a prisoner. He's already been converted to our ideology, so we're currently trying to recruit him. Do we have... Yes, we do. We do have our royal, who will also be our executive. They have pain block, okay. So let's set that up to 3 speed. Blue will bring our friend in. A couple of ground runners. And it looks like we're in the middle of building up our defensive setup. So we should be bringing in as much granite as possible. And looks like people have been making bricks, which is good. Okay, so John has been tended. Yeah, so we've got bricks being called in. This hair can be brought in as well. It's not a lot of meat, but it'll be useful, and a little bit of leather. Okay, so we have a raid from the champions. It is a singular guy with a normal pistol. He's got a decent amount of skill, mad surgeon, cold inclined, kind, but he's incapable of dumb labour, intellectual and artistic. He can cook, and he can fight. The gear would be nice to take from him. So if we can knock him down, I think we strip him and then finish him off. But he is not attacking straight away. Because we haven't finished the defences, we need to try and bait him in. We do have a couple of firearms ourselves. and then the rest are melee weapons. That's fine. So we put everyone up there. Put you there. And put you there. Which that's probably the wrong way round. Want the musket further back and you there. And we'll get those three to melee attack him. You see his armor's taking quite a beating. And unfortunately, he took far too much of a beating. What's your pistol? Normal. So you can swap out the pistol for the musket. The musket's useful, but the two pistols will do better, I think. So occasionally in chat you will also see a Pokemon community game popping up, where Pokemon will appear in chat. You can type !Pokécatch to attempt to catch it with a Pokeball that you have. You can specify which ball if you know what balls you have. In the panels below there is a panel where you can see what items you have, what Pokemon you've caught. You can also use that panel to battle, to buy more items in the shop. You will earn coins over time as you're part of the stream, and you can also go to their Discord, and they have a channel where they will give everyone items and coins daily. You just have to type in the channel. And yeah, it's a little something interesting to have on the side. We're okay on steel, we're okay on wood for now. We have the anima tree up here, we have Doiraga's meditation spot. You will have to excuse me, I'm having a real bout of brain fog again today. It's the way it goes sometimes. Got this there was a turkey there, it's deteriorated. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we just need to get to this bit here, and then we'll have sealed off the base. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's got asthma and the plague. Wonderful. Please tell me you're going to beat that. I think you will. Quick sleeper, fast learner, big bone. That's okay. I can deal with that. Fingers crossed, you'll heal from the plague. May take time, but be nice. What skills has Red Snail got again? He's got plants and crafting and intellectual. Okay. And so Luca's going to rest there until she's at least developed an immunity to the plague. But we're still making meals, which is good. We've got medicine, which is good. Few spare weapons. Okay, what are we currently working on? Okay, so we're working on clothing currently. So when we get a chance to research, we'll keep on with the clothing research. We hold that open, please, Blue. Yeah, let's try and catch that Rattata. If nothing else, I can always sell it. Okay. So it's relatively slow going because they're only building as and when there's bricks. Although we have 273, so why aren't we building faster? Lusa isn't one of our builders, so why? Why? We city builders, we are city builders, so we won't be doing the deserter quest. He's not a particularly good pawn either. That's the way it goes sometimes. How many constructors do we have? We've only got the two, Koala and Doiraga. Okay, that's set. Rattata escaped. Oh no! I missed it. Wonderful. Let me see if I can set this up. Okay, just making sure I've got everything sorted on my end. I noticed a couple of things that are off. But everything seems to be running well for the moment. I can actually see chat tonight. After looking things up online last night, it appears there was a problem with my ISP, and most of their services across Europe were having issues with some services, Twitch among them. So I know people in Germany who were on the same with the same company were having similar issues accessing Twitch chat last night. Just a pain in the backside. Red Snail Cottage Rotary. Why? You're not even the same faction currently. Well, I'll need to get Rotary a double bed for when Snail is released. So let's build a double bedroll. We're making some progress. Some is better than none. Of course, the music has decided to stop for the moment. Explosion of the rundown lab, no thanks. Steel mining worksite, no thanks. So the city builders meme means we get major mood debuffs if we leave the tile. So I won't be doing any caravanning in this run. But that is nearly everything we need to seal off the base properly. And then we just need to fill in this corridor with probably pillars. But we're making progress. I'm just going to put you guys on mute so I can take a drink. There's nothing better than a nice hot mug of tea. It feels so good. Excellent, so we've got double thick walls along here because some of these walls will get damaged and or destroyed. Because we'll be firing from here at enemies that are approaching. And yeah, they will occasionally destroy those walls. I have noticed something I've missed. Which is I'm going to build a wall across here. 1, 2, 2, 3. Get rid of that one. And we'll put pillars in here so people can't stand here and fire down the corridor with long range weapons. They'll be forced to come in, which then forces them to move all the way down. He's up to 2.7. Well, should I say down to 2.7. These yaks are an interesting one. We may have to turn this area into a pen. We could put fences across there and we'll try and tame these yaks. Ooh, roaming monstrosities. What do we have? Looks like 3 of them. We've got a rabbit chicken, a chicken bear hen, and a chicken rabbit hen. So they shouldn't be too bad, but it gives us a chance to test out our new defences. So we'll stack 3 melee up there, and we'll put the 2 ranged behind them. I don't know why they ignored the orders. That's how it should go. These other 2 are quite slow. They'll get here sooner rather than later. And so you can see, because we've got quite low accuracy, some of these walls are damaged already. That we're hitting the walls more often than not. Okay, that's easy enough, but that's just 3 very small ones. Yes, I know, you need to go and get food. Go and get some food. I don't know. John is healing quite slow, but he's healing nonetheless. And we do have Bo, who is our main coon cat. He's useful because he can haul. The other animals we started off with, we actually slaughtered because they were pretty useless. How are we doing? He's on Animagrass 5. That's okay. So what we'll do is we'll set up the fence. We'll make it out of marble. We'll build it around here. And the reason why I'm building it away from the anima tree is because the anima tree connection gets weaker as you build more things near it. So I'll put a couple of fence gates in there. I've put the pen marker in there as well. That'll turn this entire area into a pen. which we can keep some animals if we need to. Since that 10 was on the asthma. So if Lucy survives that long, when we get to the point of being able to either harvest organs or build new ones, we'll replace her lungs so that she's no longer suffering with asthma. It's something useful you can do later in the game. We want to set owner to Rotre. And what are you currently at? 1.3, so it's not long until you're done. And so because these bits are a little closer than these bits, they're prioritising this fence here. We should have plenty of... yeah, we've got 300 marble blocks, that's okay. Plenty of chunks to go through as well. I think we'll haul in those when you've got a chance, and those. And Bo is doing them one by one for us as well. And we can just let them run. Doiraga's having a chat with Red Snail. 1.3 to 0.3. Okay, so the next one will take him down to 0. And then once he's at 0, the next one will recruit him. So it's not long now. And once the construction's done, people should go back to doing some cleaning as well, because it's looking a little bit messy in the main room currently. But once we've got the pillars down in here, then we'll look at digging into the mountain and setting up proper bedrooms. And then eventually this will be turned into our fridge, well, our freezer, once we get electricity. We've got a steam geyser there, which, you know, it'll run into the edge there, but that's fine for what we need. We've got plenty of jade, which come in handy for the bedrooms as well. So Doiraga's getting resistance broken. There we go. So in the morning we should be able to recruit him, and that'll give us our 6th colonist. So it's still surprising that Rotre decided to get into a relationship with Red Snail while he's in prison. But RimWorld is going to RimWorld. Okay, new recruit, Red Snail. Excellent. So you're probably best as a melee pawn. So Koala, you're better as a melee, but you do have some shooting. You are tough as well. So Red Snail, we will get you... You know, for now, just have the redwood stakes. Let's make sure these are set. No drugs. Okay, so Doiraga is our executive, and he wants a visage mask. So, okay, so we turned visage mask off there. We haven't set up the proper outfit for him. Carcol. Yeah, let's go for that. Poker catch. So we want moral leader, and this will allow any type of clothing, but not tainted and not tainted and anything over 50%. And on this one, I think I forgot to turn off noble apparel. I did, which means I forgot to turn off these bits as well. And the LTEX. Okay, so Doirago we need to set to moral leader. And what has our leader got? War mask and a pelt coat. Did I set them already? Yes, I did. Okay, that's fine. So very nearly. Oh god, it gave me a heart attack. I always forget that I've set up the red alert. Welcome on in, Chubs and Raiders. Very unexpected. Wait for this to finish. Okay, that's better. Welcome on in, Chubs and Raiders. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raid, Chubs. How was the rest of the cult? Did it go well? Did I die? It's an important question. So let's see who's coming in. Welcome on in, Jinx, Juicy, GCFM, Katie, Fawn and Games, Goldie Snatch, Chubbs himself, Bit Zombie, and Jinx. I mentioned Jinx already. Excellent. I'm still alive. That's all I need. I'm still alive. Welcome on in, Zerif. I think the vast majority of you know who I am. I'm Scarred Vulcan. I'm also a chap from the north of England. I'm a variety streamer. I'm playing mostly RimWorld, Guild Wars 2, and 2 Point Campus at the moment. Yeah, Mary's not sacrificed yet. Welcome on in, Mr. PDBR. This is a tribal start colony that I'm trying to get off the ground on stream. Cassandra has been a little more punishing on this than on the colony I've been playing in Chubbs' Discord occasionally. That one we are well up into the tech levels. But this one, Cassie keeps killing the colony. So we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, I was not expecting a raid, but welcome on in, everyone. Ooh, space battle. That seems quite thematic, considering we've just had a red alert. And so what happens with a space battle is we'll have debris raining down upon us, occasionally with live people in them who are bleeding out. There will be ship chunks and scrap everywhere, occasional corpses. So let's pause there. Is Alexis any good? Psychically hypersensitive, nervous, fun-loving and vengeful. Not great, but she can plant. Who is our best medic? We are very short on actual good medics. So, no, we want capture, not rescue. So we're going to try and take her captive and hopefully get her tended before she bleeds out. 2 hours. There's only 2 bleeding wounds. So will Koala get them in time? I think they will. Hey P34, welcome on in. It's nice to see you. Yeah, you either live long enough to be sacrificed or die trying. I'm hoping in your cult that I live long enough to die of old age. Okay, dunce and kind. Dunce, learning, factor and social impact, but melee and crafting. You might be useful. Now that the space battle is finished, if we tend and then capture. Is there anyone else? There is an android called Tristan, but he's got up and he's going to be walking away. That's fine. As far as everything else, no, there's no one else alive. Yeah, no worries. Go and do your post-stream aftercare, and thank you for bringing friends along. It's wonderful to see a lot of familiar faces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select as many of the corpses and haul them in as I can. It says 7 human corpses. So this is where the downside of having multiple different races comes in, because not all of them will show up. Okay, that's human. Okay, I think that's all of them. And it's raining, so at least any fires will get put out quite quickly. Okay, it means we've got plenty of human and/or alien meat to eat and cook into meals. So I will explain. Let me pause there. This is a tribal start colony, so our first 5 colonists were Rotre, Blue, Koala, Lusa and Doiraga. And we are doing an ideology start, so it's a fluid ideology, which means we level it up as we play. So we started off with a corporate origin, with the city builders meme, which means we prefer to have a large fixed base, and we get major mood debuffs for leaving the colony. I've set things so that we can eat anything, so human meat, alien meat, whatever, insect meat is fine, nutrient paste is fine, etc, etc. We abhor slavery. We're not going to enslave anyone. We respect the alien. Yeah, we have a couple of rituals we can do. We have a couple of roles currently, and everyone must wear a button-down shirt. They will get mood debuffs if they don't have a button-down shirt, and unfortunately, we don't have the capability to make more shirts at the moment. So even though Red Snail is part of our ideology, he won't get a shirt to wear just yet. He'll have to wait until we get one. But we do have an android merchant coming in. So I do have a lot of mods in this playthrough. I do have a command, which is !mods, which will give you a link to a Steam collection that has all of the mods in this playthrough. It's a lot. It's well over 100. But we do have 2 separate race mods. We have the Shadowrun Races mod, which gives us humans, elves, dwarves, trolls and orcs from the Shadowrun series. We also have the Android Tiers mod, which gives us access to androids and their associated research. We don't have any androids in the colony currently, but all of these guys are androids. These are all tier 1 androids, and this one is a remote controlled android. But tier 1 androids are weaker than the humans. They all have the simple-minded trait, which means they won't ever have any mood breaks. But the benefit of having an android is, as long as you keep their internal bioreactor fueled, which you do with food, they will just continually work. They do not sleep. The lower tier androids don't have mood breaks or anything like that. They will just work consistently. And so it can be useful, but there are events that can deactivate them as well. Okay, Koala, you can go. And Doraga, come and trade with these guys, please. So if you have a solar flare, which usually deactivates electronic devices within the colony, your androids will have a 50% cap on their consciousness, so they'll be less effective while the solar flare is active. And there are you can connect them to a network that you can build. If they are connected to the network, there is a chance that they can get hacked as well. And so you can build firewall servers to help protect them against that, or you can keep them disconnected and only connect them when you need them on the network. But let's see, they only have one for sale currently, which is Jarvis, who is a hat maker. He's simple-minded, squeamish, won't come into things, abrasive, dunce, rebel, gourmand. So rebel means he won't do anything if we try and force him to do them. But he can cook, he can do plants, animals, and crafting. And he's quite good at combat. Okay, he's pretty good. He's going to cost me 547, I only have 215. I can sell enough. 205? Leaves me with one component, but I'm not using components currently. Yeah, so I'll take Jarvis in. He's shooting melee. We do have a firearm you can have. It's there, that's the musket. But Jarvis now will just consistently work for us, which is wonderful. But everyone that came in with Chubs, thank you for coming along. Thank you for sticking around if you're still here. If you need to lurk, I appreciate the hell out of you. Lurkers are always wonderful. If you don't know where to follow me, I do have !socials, which will give you a link to my Twitter, which is where I post most of my go lives. It also gives you access, gives you the links for my itch.io and my Ko-fi, which are more for my D&D related content. And those also get cross-posted to my Twitter as well. But Twitter is the best place to keep up with when I'm going live next. Pristine ruins found nearby. We won't need that. It's not in this list, is it? No. Okay, so we've got the Silence of the Lambs achievement for collecting 100 human meat, because that is a lot of human meat. Some troll meat, some elf meat. There's a lot of corpses we just butchered. Get that meal in as well, please. And there's nothing else we need to get from around the map. Ooh, that yak is inside the base. That's not fun. Okay, you four go there. You three in behind him. Oh, it's inside the fence, isn't it? And it can't get out. Unless it destroys the fence. Okay, so that's one yak down, I guess. Let's rebuild that fence. So the plan was to actually tame those 3 yaks. I suppose now it's only 2. Both of them female as well. We do have the Pokemon community game going in chat as well. The panel is down below. I think I want to capture Selgor. Let's go and grab that. We'll get rid of the Magiak. Okay, so they've done a bit of cleaning in the base. We do have some granite blocks. We're making more. So we're going to finish off the kill tunnel now. And we're just going to fill this with pillars. And this is so that they can't stand in this corridor and fire at us while they're walking down towards us. And I need to put Bo down a firing spot. I can't have him sleeping in the kill tunnel. Furniture. Animal sleeping spot. We'll put him in the corner there. Okay. Oh look, it escaped and no one caught it. As I'm not having good luck catching these Pokemon really. Okay, so Doraga and Koala are our constructors, so they'll go through and get these built. And once they're done, our defensive setup is complete. So the idea is, because there's no place to stand here, the enemies will be forced to move down to this spot here, where we can fight them 3-on-1. And then we'll have our ranged units here continuously firing as they approach. The idea is to try and kill the majority before they get to us, which will make them flee. If they do get to us, then they have to fight us 3-on-1, which is obviously a beneficial scenario. So, how are you? I've not set them to do anything, so let's set both of those to convert to our ideology. Nervous means he will have anxiety attacks on occasion, although he's just gone berserk. Wonderful. Fun-loving and vengeful. Vengeful means he will go berserk more often. Dunce and kind, he's just going to be really just not that much trouble. Yeah, melee attacking please. He should be relatively easy to knock out. Capture him, put him back in bed please. He is bleeding out from a couple of stabs from the equip. Koala and Doraga are making short work of that. And it looks like, yeah, they have also repaired the damage to the walls that occurred when we had the last set of roaming monstrosities come in. So now that we have someone with good skill, Jarvis can go and try and tame these guys. Or I forget, androids do have some issues with collecting clothing. So Jarvis is going to stay as a nudist. And what we can do is not that one, it's this one. Red Snail needs recreation setup. And Jarvis can work consistently. Animapod Sprout, we will harvest that because that will sell for 50 silver. It's not a lot, but it adds up. Doraga and Koala have just got married. That's wonderful. And so the plan is, once these have been built, we're going to start mining into this mountain. So this is our little base currently. We have this area here which is sealed off by our base defences. This area is a little bit thin, so I might reinforce this in the future. But the plan is to dig into the mountain here, and then up here we're going to set up some bedrooms. This will eventually turn into our freezer, because this has access to thin roofs that we can remove for heat dissipation. And so we'll set up some bedrooms and storage and eventually build deeper into the mountain. And then we'll have very little exposed here, which will mostly be for our power generation and our animals. Meat is rotting away, but that's fine. Actually, we do need to increase our food production. So for food, I generally try and keep it to 10 meals above the number of colonists, 10 times the number of colonists. So we have 7 colonists currently, so I want to make sure we've got at least 80 meals, and start remaking them when we get down to 45. It just means we have a consistent supply of food. And one of the things that I'll do soon as well is probably build a second stove, since we now have multiple people with very good cooking skill. So I'll actually get that done now. We'll put that there. Oh, a black hive attack, really? Okay, Cassandra, what are you throwing at me? Is it just those 2? Okay, that's very generous. I'm concerned. Why is Cassie being generous? But we'll set up our defenders, and they'll come up and round. And so they won't get slowed much through here, but we can fire at them as they approach. And this is why we build the walls out of granite, because they will take damage as the enemies approach. Okay, so they didn't even get an attack off, which is great. Make sure we hold that Megalouse out of there. So that went better than I was expecting when I saw a black hive attack. Just one hive is... yeah, it's very generous of Cassie, that is. I don't know why. It's with 7 colonists. I would have expected something stronger. But not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. We've got some black insect chitin from that. That'll come in handy. It's one of the tougher materials in this current build of the game, and so it'll come in handy for making some nice armor later, or some clothing. Koala's getting the repairs done. Excellent. How are we looking on bricks? Are we out of granite? It looks like we are. And we're short on granite chunks as well. Okay, so chunks. We'll haul those in, please. And there's a lot of scrap around on the map after the 58 scrap chunks. That's quite a lot after the space battle. We'll keep an eye on this for the black hive insect jelly. It'll sell for a bit, or we can eat it. Either which way works. Which has just reminded me, I want to make sure We don't want to eat royal insect jelly. Quest available royal ascent. We won't be doing that on this run. And a psychic soothe. Wonderful. And okay, quest available. For Little King. Cassian Acominata, a baroness of the Exodus Imperium, is making a request. She wants you to take care of her favourite pet, the turkey, King, at Grey Bramble for 21 days. King is suffering from paralytic aphasia and must be kept in bed. Okay. For honour or an Eltex helmet. Or goodwill. We'll accept it for honour with Duraga. Yeah, because you're already a royal. And so, because he's a turkey, we're going to be keeping him in here. And Jarvis will take him to... Oh no, not Jarvis. Who's got him? B's got him. That's okay. So King will stay there. We'll have to feed him occasionally. But he's just going to stay there for 21 days. Which, that's fine by me. He's going to stay there. Wonderful. Makes him easier to defend. Okay, conversion. Chainus has converted. Okay. They hate pretty much everyone. But you've got good plants. Do we really want you though? We've got enough people who are good at plants. You know what? We're going to be nice. We'll send you out on your way. Erin's probably going to be a little more useful. A little bit more crafting skill. A little bit of melee skill. But someone will take them outside and off they go. Okay, Koala's on a work frenzy, which is great because they're our constructor. Although there's not much to construct because we're out of bricks. Okay, who's capable of crafting? Jarvis is capable. Why is he not set to basic crafting? On Red Snail, again, basic crafting. And it's Jarvis can make bricks for us throughout the night. But at least with people with few jobs to do, everyone's doing cleaning. So the colony is nice and clean for a change. I'm just going to put you guys on mute for a second while I grab a drink. There is no ASMR tea slurping on this channel. At least not yet. Is there any events we can do? There is. Okay. It's the middle of the night. When everyone wakes up, we'll do the Sky Lantern Festival. The party we're going to wait for, because that's a little... we're missing a few things on that first. What's Erin's? Collective authoritarianism, 55%. We should be able to do a good conversion. So you need 4 wood for each participant. We've got no wood. Okay, that's fine. Let's chop down all the trees in here. And we'll chop down all the trees in here. All the trees in here. A wild dottler. Okay, let's try that one. Poker catch. We'll see if we can catch that one. What we can do actually for in here, so I haven't set it up, we haven't set auto cut plants in pen. So trees, bushes. So we'll set everything to cut in there. But now that we have enough, we should be able to do that, which we can. So everyone will come and make some sky lanterns. Even Jarvis will, even though he's a tier 1 android, they can't believe in an ideology. They will still participate in the events and rituals. But higher level androids, because they've got a more active and a more advanced mind, they can believe in ideologies. So it was a beautiful celebration of cities. Everyone participating gains +6 mood for 6 days, and we gained 1 development point, which is better than nothing. Before bed, we'll do a conversion ritual on Erin. And of course, the Pokemon escaped and I didn't catch it. Wonderful. That's how it goes sometimes, I think. And how well are we going to do at this? 53 up to 65 because it's ineffective. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, drop Erin back in here. And she instantly goes to sleep. That's fine. What we can do is we can use the convert skill to try and knock the certainty back down. So try and reverse the ineffective ritual. It's a pain in the backside, but it does happen on occasion. We're looking for granite chunks. There we go, granite chunks. We'll take them in, please. And so we want granite chunks because they have the highest, well, the bricks and the walls have the highest health of any of the stone types. And so they are much better for building the defences out of. The marble we're going to be using to make the interior of the base, because marble is the most beautiful of these stone types. And on this map we have granite and marble, so we've got plenty of each available. And up here we even have 2 veins of jade, which will help make our bedrooms even more beautiful. If we set up the home zones we have, we'll set up that there, and we'll expand this one here. And in anticipation of expanding the base, we'll put the home zone down here as well. We won't be building anything north of this, just so that we stay out of the range of the anima tree, so its strength is always at max. Once the anima tree progress gets up to 20 anima grass, we can advance our psychic powers, or we can start someone else on a set of psychic powers, which we might do. I think I want to spread the psychic powers out across multiple pawns, especially since Doiraga did get the jealous trait from being ill. The jealous trait means he's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside as a royal. He'll start refusing to do work as he gets higher level, and he'll start refusing to eat certain things. He'll start refusing to sleep in certain rooms if they're not beautiful enough. So I think we'll spread the powers out a little bit. It will mean we have to work a little harder on the meditation so that the powers are useful. but we'll try and fill some roles with androids, so we'll have a consistent amount of base materials, so that the other pawns can focus on more important tasks. Where are we on? Okay, so we've got 1,600 marble bricks. That's fine, but we're still a little short on the granite. Some more granite chunks there. Yeah, so people are bringing in granite chunks as and when they can, and we're making bricks as fast as we can. But everyone's mood is quite good. Let's see, negatives, bedrooms. So there's very few negatives, but you can see that our ideology is giving us some mood buffs. Everyone's got quite a lot of mood buffs. The recent wedding has improved moods. The androids got mood buffs anyway. And Red Snail and Rotray are now engaged to get married, so we'll get another set of mood buffs from that as well. And I really like it when we get lots of mood buffs. Keeps things running smoothly. And as the base grows bigger, if we go to Rotray, many beautiful buildings. We've only got a couple of buildings. As the base gets bigger, this will eventually get up to a plus 20 mood boost, which is always helpful. Okay, so we've only got a couple more pillars to go. Everyone's coming getting some chunks. It's just what we need. Oh dear. What have we got to do next? Okay, so let's start marking out the plans, and people can start working on this as and when they have the availability. So that's 3. That will be a corridor 3 wide. That'll be the continuation of this corridor. Then I think we want 9 by 15. That'll be a crafting room. 9 by 15 storage. And a 9 by 15 miscellaneous room. And so then we want the bedrooms down here. So if we do 4 by 4 rooms, how many can we fit along here in the same space as these? We can fit 5, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5. We might need more, so let's plan those out as well. We put those there. And the reason I'm using the mining tool and not the planning tool is because as long as these aren't connected, they won't be mined. And so what we can do is, as and when we need to mine them out, we can just connect them, and then people will go and mine them out. So the plan is, if we go along there, I probably want to cut that off. And then we can have another set of 3 9 by 15 rooms on this side. So 9 by 15, 9 by 15, and 9 by 15. And then we can have another 3 tile wide corridor coming down here. Another 3 tile wide corridor coming along here. Let's build that out to there. And then we want a 3 tile wide corridor along here. Let's cancel that space there. And then that will come up to there. Okay, yeah, so that looks quite good. So we'll mine out the bedrooms first. So each of these will be doorways. Lucrative advent opportunity and a cargo pod with weapons. Okay, we didn't keep an eye on the insect jelly. And an alkanite chunk scalpel. Okay, we'll have them, please. Koala and Jarvis are going to go and grab them. But the lucrative advent is a drum party, and we don't have a drum. Okay, so miscellaneous. We could build it out of anything, but why not? Why not build it out of human leather? So whoever wakes up in the morning will get to building that, and then we can get the lucrative advent done. We need to get to 10 development points to increase the scope of our ideology. But we're not in a rush for that at the moment. What we do want to do is make sure that all of this is within a home zone. So that once it's built, they will go through and clean it out. Because we don't want things to be messy, because people will be upset with that, and we don't want to ruin people's moods. Why is... Okay, Koala's getting that done. Right, so let's do the lucrative advent. Okay, it's starting at a campfire. We can build a campfire to get that done. So we'll build that there. Campfire is relatively easy to build. We should have plenty of wood as well. So let's do the lucrative advent. Just as the rainy thunderstorm starts. Wonderful. Okay. Okay, so it was fun. So everyone gains +8 mood for 6 days. We gained 10 goodwill with the Green Plain settlement, and we gained 2 development points. That's better than I expected. Our food supplies are fine. We have over 4,000 units of rice and corn, which means we should have plenty of veg for meals. So the way I tend to play colonies is it will be mostly a vegetarian run through. Purely because I find it easier than tending animals for meat. Although if we do get an event where we gain a number of animals, I will keep them around. We have a chitin axe, a sandstone hatchet. The chitin axe is good. Okay, so all of these are good at plants. Blue has just a jade knife, so Jarvis is going to get the weapons. So when the weapons have been delivered, I think I'll give the chitin axe to Blue, because chitin weapons are very strong. They have high damage and usually pretty good. Yeah, so 11.18 and 20 armor penetration, pretty good for a normal axe. So we'll ask Blue to go and get that, and an axe will, I think, act like a hatchet. No, it won't. Okay, so the axe will still be relatively decent, but see, the sandstone hatchet has a really low damage. That's yeah, but it increases the plant work speed. And roaming monstrosities. Okay. We have an avian paragon rooster and a beaver wolf. Oh god, and a squirrelope. I hate the boomlope. variants from the vanilla genetics expanded, because they explode, and I hate exploding things. Luckily, all of this is stone, so it shouldn't do too much damage unless it gets down to here, in which case it's going to set fire to people. Oof. Okay, so we've got the... Come on, take it out before it gets here. Nope. Where's... Okay. Oh, I missed one. I missed the man bear. Of course I missed the man bear. Okay, this is going to take a while. I don't mind these corpses burning. And these guys are fighting the fire as it gets to them, so they're not setting on fire. A wild corviknight. I will try and get that. Oh no, I was too late. Unfortunate. One of these days I'll actually catch a Pokemon in this. Oh, red snail, you can go as well, sorry. What I think I'll do is structure. We want to replace this wall here with marble, and then we'll begin the process of replacing all of this with marble. And so because I've got this set to build marble, not only will the miners mine it out, the constructors will also do it, even if they're not set to do mining. They work quite slow, but it means it will get done. And now that that's built, we can do the rest of these walls here, so that it won't collapse into this area. So the last thing we want is for the walls to collapse. Oh, the roof, sorry. And doing all this will also generate additional chunks for making more bricks. And so all of these bits of clothing here are from dead pawns. It's all tainted clothing, which means our pawns don't want to be wearing it. Of course, they're not going to finish walls, so they're technically all sleeping outside tonight. Because, of course, they're not going to finish building the walls. Why would they finish doing a task before they go to bed? Okay, conversion. Erin has converted. So let's set them to recruit now. They have... how much did they have? They've got 15 resistance, so it's going to take a while to recruit them. But I've made them comfortable. I'm even not committing war crimes. They've got a table to eat at. Why are we pausing there? The prophetic construction. 9x6 in size, 175 metallic woody or stony, cordax resin, decorative plant pots, marble carving. Must be completed within 11 days. It's not great. Those might be... No. Yeah, we'll do it for some art pieces, I guess. We don't want that. Poor little king. 14 days left on that. Don't know why it's dropping out there. But this small little thing can go over here. Have I set my drop spots? I don't think I have. We'll set a party spot in there for now. Outpost delivery spot we'll put there. And drop spot we'll put next to it. We really want things to be dropping inside the base so that we don't have to go out and get them. Okay, and place blueprints, we'll make it out of marble. And our constructors should get on that. And we probably want to move that set. And then we can still play hoopstone from there, that's fine. Koala's making good progress already. That's what we like to see. It's a nice, simple build by the looks of it. Where are you off to, Koala? Getting some food. Doraga should be getting some good skill. He's up to 6.6 now. He's doing quite well. Koala's at 12.27. So Koala was at 8 skill when we started the colony, but through building all of this and these bits here, it's up to 12.27 now. Let's replace there, and we want a steel door there. We'll reinstall that there, reinstall that there, so we're out of the way of the door. And replace that wall there. I haven't set... There we go, some art pieces. Put them in storage for now. Okay. Okay, so they did get the yaks. That's fine. And let's set that turkey to hunt. We'll get that out of there. Nutrition growth 8.65, consumption 2.61. Jarvis with his musket is doing a bit of hunting. Not very accurate, but when he hits, he'll do a bit of damage, but he has to hit first. And it's currently foggy, so his accuracy is trashed. A Lothar leather bandana, we'll take that, and a plain leather t-shirt. Yes, please. And we're out of chunks inside the base. Make sure we haul those over. And because we are currently done with the fences, let's set some marble to haul in. He finally got it. Good man. Took him a while, but he got there. Oh, King has recovered from his paralytic aphasia early. It did say 40 days, so I was expecting him to just stay in bed, but no, that's fine. Let's put up another couple of sleeping spots. And how low are we on steel? I think the answer is quite low, because I can't see any steel. So, in addition to the other mining, we want to set this vein to be mined out. And we'll set this 6 tiles of jade is not too shabby. Ambrosia sprout just outside the base. That's not bad either. And we're heading into the middle of the night. People are going to bed soon. Yeah, things are... See, this always concerns me. I say this every single time. Things are relatively quiet, and I don't trust it. Okay, which gazelle is it? It's that one. It is actually Manhunter, so it's going to go for these guys here. It's going to chase them down. Oh no. We'll haul in the corpse. It's 4 degrees outside. That is pretty cold. We're at 17.9 in there because there's no lights or anything in there, so that will just be the ambient temperature from outside to inside. But because there's torches here, it keeps the temperature up. But keeping this area cooler when it's cooler outside, that's fine by me because it'll make the food last a little longer. Right, it doesn't look like we've got any meals. Are we out of meals? We are out of meals. I didn't set that on there. So please get those meals made. Fit a wood floor in there. And we'll probably have a 3-tile wide walkway coming around here. I did only make this bit too wide, so we'll do that as well. So we'll go too wide around the edge of the growing zones. And this will just help isolate it in case of any fires or anything elsewhere. It'll just help control the spread of any fires so we don't lose all of this in one go unless this is directly hit by something on fire. So if there is anyone still out there in chat lurking away or just watching along, if you do want to have one of the pawns named after you, please just let me know. I'm more than happy to rename them. Will probably make it easier on me keeping the name straight as well. And I've just remembered steel. Concrete needs steel. We have already mined some of this out, so that's okay. Jarvis and Koala are busy making some meals for us. What I think we'll do is, let me change this, so we'll do it to cook simple meal times 4, do until X, and so we want to set this, because we do have a prison, so we've set this to 90, and we'll set it down to 45, gives us half. We'll allow everything to be used. We'll copy and link. And we'll get rid of the single, so we're making stacks of 4 at a time. It'll take a little longer, but with both of them having relatively high skill, making 4 at a time will work better than making 1 at a time. The strange drop pod event, this will make cactipines unless we get rid of it. So we'll get rid of this as soon as possible. Koala. I'm going to ask you to stop with the meals and come and deconstruct this before it generates something. Come on, it should only take you a little bit. There we go. That's what we like to see. A wild swablu. Yep, let's try and catch it. Poker catch. And one of the things we can do to make this tunnel a little slower is if we change all of this to tilled soil, it will slow pawns down even further. I'll get rid of that. Jarvis is throwing a party. Excellent. Everyone loves a good party. It'll improve some moods. Lucy's got... No, that's fine. She's a little bit annoyed at having a barracks. Diplomacy with Bear. The Grand Chief of People Who've Banned Me sends a message she wants to talk to us in a nearby location. No, we're not travelling to talk to people. No, thank you. I really don't want to be dealing with that level of mood debuff just for a bit of diplomacy. We should. We've got, yeah, big stacks of meals. That's fine. And we've got 700 granite and nearly 2,000 marble. So we've got plenty of blocks for building the base. We haven't started on the jade yet, but that's fine. And Duiraka's got this up to 11 now, so over halfway there. Once it gets to 20, we'll be able to set someone else on the path to psychic powers. How are we on steel? We've got 490 in there, and we've still got most of this vein to collect, so that's fine. Easily enough to finish off this little bit here and there. Jarvis is making bricks through the night. Okay. Don't know why they're swapping about, but they'll do what they have to do. The Black Brigands. They're attacking immediately. Okay, so this is more like the size of raid I was expecting from the Black Hive. So we've got 6 enemies, a mixture of ranged and melee weapons, including flash grenades, which aren't great, but everyone in and down, and Bo, get inside the storeroom, please. Put you 3 guys there. Put you 3 across there. And Red Snail will be stood off to the side for now. And they have a remote control android leading the charge. Don't know why they're stopping. Don't know why he was able to stop and throw grenades, but that's not going to be good. Stunned himself, which is fine. So he's not meant to be able to stand there because there's a gap. That's a pain in the backside. I think something in the AI has been changed to allow them to avoid these most obvious traps. Okay, so creep. Chemical interest, technophobe, slow learner. No, thank you. What's your gear like? You've got a flak helmet. That'll be useful. Flak pants. Everyone else is dead. Blue and koala, off you go. Strip creep, and then finish him off, please. But we gain some more weapons. We gain... Why does blue not have... I told you to pick up the chitin axe. Why did you not go and do that? Please tell me you're going to get in the axe. Yeah, now you've got the axe. Don't know why you didn't get that before. The semi-auto rifle we'll give to Jarvis, please. The steel hatchet, one of our other melee. Rotary, you can have an upgrade, please. And then the rest we just need to haul out of it, please. So the defensive setup worked, not quite as well as I hoped. I think something must have changed because it allowed them to stand there even though there was no one stood there. And I don't know why. But we shall see on heavier raids. Hopefully we get more ranged and more good range weapons. So we can just stack up and try and gun them down before they get even closer. We have another normal automatic pistol, which is helpful. One of you guys has more shooting. You're all pretty good at melee. I don't want to give you a gun just in case. So Red Snail, equip that as a sidearm. The Hat of Cities of Commercial Path. Okay, so that's one of our relics. So we'll activate that. It's very possible that we won't complete these quests because they'll involve a lot of travel off map. If that happens, so be it. But occasionally we will get quests that we can do, and eventually we may have ways to deal with the mood debuffs. So we'll be able to travel off map and go and get them. Prisoner is down to 5.8 resistance, so they're not far off being recruited. We have a lot of cloth spare. So as soon as we get the clothing research done, we'll be able to start getting people clothed. So we'll set Jarvis to do research. He's only got 4 skill, but it means as and when he's got nothing else to do, he'll just do research through the night if needs be. The flash grenades may come in handy. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we want to let Bo out. Forgot we'd locked him in the storage. Yep, I know that's expired. What we'll do is, as we get closer to needing components for electrical appliances, we'll break down all of these ship chunks. There's 8 of them on the map in total from the space battle. Each of those will give us, I think it's 3 components. So, 24 components come in handy. Plus there's still components buried around the map. There's quite a lot buried around the map, actually. This is a relatively resource-rich map. It is always helpful. Okay, sky gazing with someone who wasn't there, I guess. There's more components there. There's some silver there as well. More steel. And down here, this is actually our ancient danger in here. And so when we're ready, we'll dig that out as well. And where it's placed in here will actually be kind of useful for part of our base. We may in the future replace the floors in here with sterile tiles and turn this into a sort of hospital. We'll see how big it is and what's in there, more importantly. As it may be the case that we dig it up and it ends the colony. How are we on wood? I think we're out again. That's components. Yep, I think we're out of wood. That's textiles. Yep. Okay, wood, wood, wood. Orders, chop wood. Chop anything that's inside here, please. This should all be set to auto cut, which it is. So we'll take out some in here, please. And Toyaraka's doing those for us. And so we'll let them run. And blue has just hit 8 in plant skill, which is good, because it means they can now also do the heal route in addition to everything else. The more people with above 8 skill, the better, because it means they can do all of the planting and all of the harvesting. And Brotray and Lucer are doing the mining for us. We've got most of one bedroom dug out already. We've still got a bit of this vein here to dig out. That's fine by me. And as we dig through all of these bits, we'll continuously find more and more veins as well. Is anyone else with any... Blue has got 3 skill. I don't think we want that. So we've only got the 2 miners currently. They're not massively skilled. 7 and 6. So we could do with someone else with a reasonable mining skill, but we'll make do with what we've got. We'll just have to call ourselves trainee dwarves. We're not quite professional dwarf miners yet. Oh, someone's been busy out here. Please haul in all the wood. Ship landed. That's not important for us currently, so we're not going mech hunting. Definitely not. And it's the last thing I want is angry mechs. Alright, so I'll just put you on mute for a second. Okay, how are we looking on the anima tree? 12? We're getting there. Once we get up to 20, that'll be great. I think greedy, no. I think blue might be a good candidate to have psycasts. Koala might do well. Red Snail, again, might do well. And Lucer might do well. So about the only one we don't want is Rotray, because they've got Greedy. Actually, no, it's just Psycasts, it's not the Empire. So anyone would really do well with the Psycasts. Makes the decision a little bit easier. So while we're not doing much construction, let's finish getting this sorted here. And what I want to do is cancel this so we don't start mining it out when we're deconstructing these walls. And there we go, Erin has been recruited, so let's set them to what they need to be set to. A wild Tropius. And let me try and catch that. Poker catch, we'll do a great ball, because I know I have some of those. Okay, and Erin, you're not good at wardening, so we'll take you off that, please. You've got 4 growing skill and 6 crafting, so that'll be fine. What's your intellectual 4? That's fine. And Erin, you are purely a melee pawn. So we'll put you on the other side of Red Snail. And what have we got in terms of weapons for you? We want... let's give you the jade knife. For now at least. Till we can make some better weapons. But crafting, melee, a little bit of plants. Journey to dilapidated installation, no thank you. Do not destroy for 8.4 days. Shuttle arrives in 6.9, that's fine. We've got some milk from the yak. And, oh look, I didn't catch another Pokemon. Oh dear. Such a shame. I don't think I've caught anything today. So I think the plan is, once we've moved the bedrooms and the crafting inside, like I said, we'll turn this into our fridge freezer. And I think this will turn into a dedicated corpse storage. So we'll put a door in here. We'll keep these 2 rooms frozen when we get electricity and air conditioning. And so we'll have all of our food and medicine in here. And we'll have all of our corpses in here. So let's put some walls up. And we're working on the 3rd bedroom currently. All the chunks out of there, please. Jarvis and Blue doing some good work. And we forgot to make a bed for Erin. Of course, I forgot. We'll put that there. Erin, you deliver your own bed, please. That's better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we've got 8 pawns. Yep, that's fine. Oh, transport pod crash. Yuso, paralytic of Asia, unable to walk. No, we'll reject that. Oh, he's landed anyway. But he's now an enemy refugee. Okay, incapable of intellectual. Construction and mining. Nimble, touch artist, creepy breathing. Okay. In that case, Koala, you are still up. Capture Yuso. We'll stick him in the prison. We can convert him to our ideologian. And then when he's recovered, we can bring him into the colony. Or bring her, sorry. But we'll convert. The paralytic of Asia is... yeah, but we do need a miner. And they've got a double flame passion in construction with 10 skill and 12 melee skill. That's, yeah, that's going to be a useful pawn when they recover. What does Lusa need treatment? Oh, Lusa's got asthma, of course. Needs treatment. Rotray's on it already. Good man. Only an 11% tent though. That's not good. But we will get a new set of lungs once we get that far advanced in the tech level. If we get there. It's, will Cassandra let us get that far? And that is a shame. A suit of riot armor would have been really nice. But it might sell well if we get a an armor smith or a combat supplier come through. We build up these walls, please, and we'll get these ones. What is that? A granite club? Okay, we're making quite good progress now. Okay, so defensively, I mean, this will be a hallway there. And we'll put some exterior ones there. And we want doors, we'll put in couple of doors there. We'll want some lights in here for now. And we will want lights in the bedrooms as well, so we'll set those up as it will help people work faster. How much wood have we got? 2,000. That's fine. Koala has a work frenzy, which will be nice when they wake up. So what we'll do is we'll let them mine out these 6 rooms and the rest of this hallway here. We'll wait for them to clean up. We'll try and get the construction done on these rooms. And what I want to do actually is if we cut that off there, put that off there, then we can do this entire section later. And then probably want to cut that off there as well. And now that we've finished this, we can reset that. And so the idea of sectioning it off like this is we can just connect it once we're going to be doing these sections. We'll probably have our crafting room here. We'll have storage and probably a second storage here. Later on, I am planning on getting the tunnel amine. So we will need space to grow mushrooms, which will likely be one of these 3 down here, or maybe 2 of them. But that will give us plenty of food that can't be affected by fires going on out here. We have a space there, so we'll put another torch down there. Put the door in as well. So this room's now lit up. Have we got any events? Just the party of corporation. Don't want to be doing just yet, I don't think. Someone botched the door, probably Doiraga. Doiraga's decided to do a bit of cooking for us. I hope that doesn't bite us in the backside. 5, I think, is enough to avoid the majority of food poisoning due to incompetent cook. Colony's going reasonably well so far. So we'll let them run through the night. The only person working will be Jarvis. And he will just continually work and just keep going and going, which is... I do love having androids around for that. And I was saying in chat the other day, I think after this run, saying after I'm done with this tribal run, I think I'm going to do an Android only playthrough. Okay, who has the plague? Koala and Red Snail. Okay. Koala, don't tend to yourself, please. Rest until healed. Red Snail, rest until healed. Koala is our best doctor, though. That's... Okay, Jarvis, you're going to be sorting this for me. Tend to both of them, please. Koala is... Okay, so neither of them are super immune. Just about... Okay, 20% is not terrible. And 24%. Okay, Red Snails seems to be going up a bit faster. This Red Snail is currently 14, 12, 13, 13. So Red Snail's plague is actually progressing faster. Okay, so we'll wake Red Snail up. We'll do Preach Health. That will increase his immunity gain. And then take his simple metal inventory. So that should help him keep up with the plague. Says 19, 18, 20, 19. Yeah, so the immunity is now gaining just as fast as his plague. And Koala is already just overtaking the plague. So as long as we keep an eye on that, we should be fine. A rose quartz meteorite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that there so I know that it's Koala and Red Snail. Though it should be obvious by who's in bed. But yeah, Koala is just above it. Red Snail now should be making a bit of headway. Let's move those out, please. And I don't really want to be losing someone to the plague at this point. Denied joining, yes, I know. Disturbed sleep. We'll sort that once we get everyone into rooms. And Erin. Okay, good man Jarvis. How did you do? Probably not too good. 5. Oh dear. And 4.2. Jarvis, man. I need a better medic. And the reason why I didn't want Koala doing the tending is because while they've got the plague, their manipulation is going to be down because their consciousness is down. And that leads them to worse tens, making more mistakes. But it seems Jarvis isn't doing too well either. And do we have a mad scientist or a mad doctor? No, we don't. So we're just going to hope that Jarvis gets a better tend next time because the plague's catching up a little bit. 65 over 60 because of the preach health is reasonable. Koala's 65 over 63. Can be tended in 4 hours. Doraga's not going to have another preach health available. See now the consciousness is down to 67, so manipulation is down to 47. It makes things just that little bit more difficult. Amora, yeah, I think I will try. Poke catch. Great ball. So we'll see if we can catch a Pokemon. It'd be nice. 74 over 72, 75 over 73. So he's still making gains, which is important. Red Snail is 7% ahead. Can be 10 in 1 hour. 0.4. So Jarvis has the most skill of anyone. Prioritize tending, please. Come on, good tend. 20. Okay, 22 is respectable. He's sending to Red Snail now. So 22 should keep Koala in the game. 82, 83, 81. Secret Compound Investigation. Well, that's about our Hat of Cities. But that quest won't go anywhere, so we'll leave that there for now. What tend did... Okay, I didn't catch that either. I'm going to end up with no Pokeballs at this rate. 10 quality 0. Oof. That's rough. Red Snail might be in trouble. Saying that Koala might be in trouble. They're just about staying 2% ahead at the moment. 87, 88. So now they're down to 14% manipulation. Okay, Red Snail's going to make it. He's going to hit 99 before, well, 100 before he gets too bad. 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay. 96, 93, 97, 94, 98, 95. So just pulled ahead with Koala. It's cutting it close though. Okay, develops immunity, develops immunity. Phew. Okay, the plague is done. They'll take a little bit of time to recover, but no, they survived the plague. Let's put another torch in there, and another door. All the chunks out. Koala and Red Snail are both capable of walking again, so they'll go back to bed and rest up. Ooh. I genuinely got concerned then. We do need to get a better doctor. Astro Holism is 40%. But that was cutting it close. Really cutting it close on that. There is an achievement in Vanilla Achievements Expanded to get immunity when the infection's at 99%. Okay, so that doe is Manhunter. So let's get... You three are currently awake, so we won't upset you by pulling you out of bed. People that are in bed. Why have you just ignored the instruction to go there? It's not difficult. Erin, Koala's just stood there. He said go here. Okay, that's fine. You can actually finish off this Ibex doe, please. You've been a pain in the backside. So I would understand if they had what is it, Rebel. You can't really order rebels about, or if they were forgetful. I think it's a trait called absent-minded. But you're just a regular pawn. You're a workaholic, but it's no excuse for just stopping what you're doing. Okay, we've hit some compact machinery, which means we've got more components. Botch construction on the door. We're nearly finished with these bedrooms. And so we will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. which is perfect, so we're making 6. So we'll have a spare bedroom in case one of the couples breaks up, which is likely to happen. It's RimWorld after all. And we do have marble blocks, so let's set some marble tiles down in here. And there. And then the rooms, we're going to leave the floors until we get carpet making done, which we'll do after we get complex clothing. Complex clothing? Yeah. Once we get that done, we'll do carpet making, and we'll fit carpets in these rooms since we've got a lot of cloth. Just make things a little more comfy, a little more like home. And doing these floors, it'll take a while, but it'll get Doiraga a bit more skill in construction as well. And then, you know, once we've got carpets down, we can start replacing walls. We'll dig out these bits here as well. So we're making fairly good progress on the base so far. No major malfunctions from Cassie. Yet, at least. And Yuso hasn't recovered yet. But we'll convert them, we'll recruit them, and then we'll keep them alive until it's needed. In fact, they'll be going into our 6th room, which will be fine. Purple's Nyoran Chase, no thank you. Hunting Worksite, no thank you. Do not destroy for 2.6 days. Shuttle arrives in 1.1. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be getting rid of our turkey friend. Okay, Jarvis is doing some cleaning. That's good. Means we're out of chunks there. But if cleaning's being done, it means cleaning in here is being done, which will improve the look of these rooms. And they've done the mining there. They haven't started there because they've got plenty to do here. Our miners are finished in here now, so we'll clean these up, and they should go and do these 6 tiles here. And these should be all we need to get the... see, we could do all of those rooms down there with just that one stack, so getting all 6 of these is fine. And so what we'll do is we'll make sure we set these in place. So anyone that watches Bloody Drongo will know this strat. We're going to place jade fences in each corner because fences are very cheap. They only cost 1 jade, but they will increase the beauty of the rooms they are connected to. So we'll put these in the corners of each room, and that's going to place it elsewhere. So we'll get rid of that. And so not only will it increase the beauty of this corridor, each one in the corner will increase the beauty of both rooms it's connected to. And we'll do the same in between these rooms and down here as well. And it will mean that we're looking at a very beautiful set of rooms, especially when we replace the walls with marble. And there is a special floor type we can use as well, which is these fine tiles. And so we'll put fine marble tiles in each of these gaps as well. They take quite a lot to build, but they as well will increase the beauty. Okay, so Yuso has been converted. They are now part of our ideology. So we'll set them to recruit. And we have chunks here. We'll haul those out. Okay. Let's see. I don't think they'll be able to build... Oh, that's the shuttle for the turkey. Who is going to go and grab King? Someone go and grab King. Lucer, you're the closest. Load King, please. Okay, so Buraga has an acolyte ceremony. We need to assign a throne, so we'll leave that where it is for now, because we haven't built a throne room. So we might make this the throne room, actually. Okay. We'll place another torch there. Okay, so he can reach the... Cannot repair Jade building, no path. Okay, so we can't quite get to that one because... orders, we cancel that. We mine out that there. Then he should be able to reach that tile there to finish it off for me. You see now we've got all of these, so these will affect these rooms and this corridor. Should improve people's moods a little bit. We probably do need a door there. Torch, and we want a floor as well. Marble tile. Hey Davey, welcome on in. Hope you enjoy the lurk. Ooh, a full English breakfast. Nice. How'd your training go? Hope it went well. Are these attacking immediately? No, they'll prepare a while and then attack. There's quite a few of them, but they are all melee pawns, which is fine by me. But there's 9 of them. We have a defensive setup though, so should go well for us. And it's one of the things I do need to do is probably make some armour. Because that's one thing we don't have is armour. But let's put 3 melee pawns there. Our 2 spare melee pawns there. And 3 range. Red Snail does have a ranged weapon, so you can come in here. And Erin just has a knife. Okay. Okay, so we need to take out the android quickly, because that will soak up a lot of hits. Okay. That's it. Shoot them down. So this is why we've got this defensive setup. We're fighting them 3-on-1 as they reach here. And we can shoot them as they get closer. Okay, everyone go. Koala took some wounds. Nothing bleeding, just a couple bruises. So that is a win. Let's haul all of that. There's some ambrosia, some mead, couple 4 weapons, 21 flake. I think we'll be selling that. We're not using drugs in this colony, but they can be useful for selling. We're going to be butchering everyone that comes in as well. Even the android. When you butcher an android, it breaks them down into components and usually plasteel. A Phoebus. Let's try that. knowing my luck, it'll be the Phoebus that I catch. Okay, so the defensive setup worked quite well. One of the things I might do is in the future I might expand this to come around here, so they're forced to come down and around, and then fill this bit with traps just to soften them up as they come round. It might help on the larger raids. Okay, so Rotorate and Red Snail are beginning their marriage ceremony, which means we'll get another mood boost. And I like having all these mood boosts. And freeze means Mammoth Construction. Expires in 2.3 days, 230 metallic wood or stony. We'll have to protect it for 34 days. If any piece of it is destroyed, the enforcement system will activate and a new site will appear nearby with a psychic suppressor tuned to the male gender and 5 man-hunting rats. Okay. Gunlink, uranium, or honor. And again, I didn't catch anything. Wonderful. I think... Do we want another royal? Don't think so. So I think I might accept it for the gunlink and the uranium. Is this still active? Yes, it is. 7 hours. That's fine. Okay, we can fit this one in here. So in 7 hours we can deconstruct this one. So what I'll do is we'll make sure we remove the roof area. And I'll set the same for here so we don't put a roof on it. Monument missing blueprints. Place blueprints. We'll make it all out of marble blocks because we've got a lot of marble. And yeah, we're doing reasonably well. While we can, once this has been built, we'll start filling in the walls here with marble. And then once we've got the vertical and the horizontal walls done here, we'll begin mining out these bits. And then we'll get these rooms done, get these back walls done as well. Mercenary completes any 5 quests. Excellent, so that one's finished. So we want orders, deconstruct. So we'll deconstruct that. And we'll pull up those floors. We won't get anything back for these floors because they're flagstones. Flagstones don't give anything back when when removed, unlike these tiles. So we get some bricks back for these tiles. Those we get nothing. But Koala and Doiraga are making good progress. 14 skill on Koala, 7.71 skill on Doiraga. So they're gaining good skill by building all these things. That's wonderful. More skill, the better. And the prisoner is 8.5 resistance. It's not bad. The animatry is at 15 grass, so another 5, and we can increase psi powers on any one of our pawns. And we're doing research. That's good. So now that we're doing research, we're working towards clothing. Well, complex clothing, and next we'll do carpet making. Because we do have a large surplus of cloth. So what we'll do is we'll start making clothing for everyone. We need to make some button-down shirts for people. There we go, gunlink and uranium. Yeah, so we need to make button-down shirts for everyone as part of our ideology. So we'll set that up to ensure that we always have more available than we have colonists. And deconstruction's going well. I've just unlocked the achievement. I wish this was IKEA. Construct and disassemble a total of 100 structures. So I do have vanilla achievements expanded. So you have a large number of achievements that gives you points that you can use to summon various things. And there's a lot of achievements built into this expansion, well, this mod. I know the feeling of feeling too old. The last time I played football wasn't that long ago. It was 3.5 years ago. Yeah, 3.5 was I was 29, and it's one of the guys I used to work with at the auction room does five-a-side regularly, and he taught me into it as it'd be a fun way to stay active and maybe lose a bit of weight, and I tried it out for a couple of months, and my body just can't handle it. It's the arthritis just destroys me, and I'd play a game, and then I'd be dead for 3 days after it. And when I was working as an auction porter at the time, so it was quite a physically demanding job. Moving furniture around, moving white goods around on your own, and yeah, I just couldn't afford to be dead for 3 days because I decided to play football. But used to really enjoy playing football when I was younger. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I'm the same. It's physically I can't do it anymore. Okay, roaming monstrosities. We have a boomcat. I hate that every time we get this event, we get something that explodes. We have a chicken wolf hen, a chicken rabbit rooster, a woman bear, and a masterwork bear scarab. Okay, so the bear scarab is going to be tanky as hell. It's going to take a while to get done, and that just worried the hell out of me because my chat just said connecting, but it's still loading. That's good. Too old and too injured, yeah. So I did my back in playing football when I was younger, when I was 15 at school. Just being a stupid kid, we were playing football on the concrete at school, and someone tackled me into a wall, and I landed awkwardly. But these days, my back's fine because I did, years of PT to strengthen it. It's mostly my knees now. Especially with me, because I'm a bigger lad. I'm definitely not small. With my size, just the high impact on my knees is absolutely killer. I am losing weight slowly though. Doing it at losing as much as I can. Trying to stay active. And that's what I mean about this being tanky. It's taken 9 solid hits and still only at 2/3 health. Okay, it died very quickly in melee. That's fine by me. Okay, so we've just got the boomcat and the chicken rabbit rooster. Okay, you three shoot at it. Need you to make it blow up. Okay, you're not going to be able to make it bleeding out in 5 hours. And it can dodge in melee as well. Wonderful. Okay, so the woman bear did come through. Still bleeding out in 5 hours, so let's try and attack it. No, it's not going to work. Sod it, F1 out. As long as no one's there when it explodes, it should just explode and the fire should die out. So I'm the opposite. I've never struggled to gain weight, and I need to let Erin go as well. I've always been quick to gain weight, and I've always had to work hard to lose it or keep it off. So when I was in my early 20s, I stabilised my weight at about 17 stone, give or take. Now now I'm closer to 20 stone now, I think. Yeah, I'm just under 20 stone now. Yeah, 14 pounds a stone. I'm 272. Yeah, so I'm just under 20 stone now, and I'm reasonably happy with where I am, because I used to be well over 22 stone. I've managed to lose. I actually lost weight over lockdown because I tried to keep myself a little more active, and you know, dropping below 300 pounds again was nice. And now I'm staying comfortably under 280. I'm trying to work myself down below 270, and then I want to try and stabilise and stay there for a little bit. And then I'll continuously work it down by £10 here, £10 there. So after I get to 270 and I stabilise, then I'll drop down to 260 and I'll stabilise there. Because I know that if I try and lose too much too fast, I'll just regain it. I need to get to a point where I get to that weight and I can stabilise it and stay there. If I can stay there, then I know I'm then ready to lose more. But one of my brothers is similar to you. He's the complete opposite of me. He never gains weight. I mean, he could be the laziest sod on earth, and he could be extremely lazy, eat whatever he wants, and not gain a single pound. Whereas I even look at something like a pizza and I gain £5. It's ridiculous. Okay, so complex clothing's done. So let's get carpet making. Psychic drone, female low, ambrosia sprouts, not interested. Mythical crypt, we're not travelling off the map, no thank you. Yeah, see, my brother's the same. He started going to the gym 3 days a week and started drinking protein shakes to try and bulk up, because our other brother started doing that, and so they started going together, started working out together. Our other brother bulked up quite a bit, got quite strong. Youngest brother had virtually no effect on him. But all three of us have very different body types, very different metabolisms, and yeah, we are definitely three very different people. And yeah, it's interesting as we don't look that much alike anymore. When we were younger, we used to look alike, especially me and our middle brother, because we are actually less than a year apart. We're 361 days apart. And when we were younger, we used to get confused as twins, because we were both, you know, blonde-haired, light-coloured eyes. And it's as we've both got older, our hair's darkened, and our eyes have changed a little bit. Ooh, a braviary. Let's try a great ball. See, one of these days I will catch a Pokemon. So we'll see if it happens today. So I've been live now for 2.5 hours. I have not caught a single Pokemon today. It's ridiculous. One thing I am proud of is I've got very muscular legs because I've always been a little bit heavy set. And I used to play football, used to play rugby, I used to do cross country running, and for a few years we did the Duke of Edinburgh Awards. We did a lot of hiking and things like that, and so I've got really muscular legs. To the point where I've got calves similar to a friend of mine who does powerlifting. And yeah, they're just generally thick and meaty. Hey, I finally caught something. Wonderful. Yeah, when I get myself a little bit lighter, I think I want to get back into hiking again. So obviously I live in live in the northwest. We have the Peak District very close. You've got the Lake District up a bit further north as well. I want to go back and do some more hiking in Scotland, a few more in Wales. Yeah, the Lake District is beautiful, and the Peak District I spent a lot of time in. Because where I am in Cheshire is sort of, I'm in the southeast of Cheshire, so I have Staffordshire literally 10 minutes to the south, and I've got Derbyshire, just to the east, and so literally just to the east of my town is the start of the Peak District. So I can get a bus up into the Peak District if I need to. And so that's where we did the vast majority of our Duke of Edinburgh. Especially like the training and stuff for it. And so I'd like to head back up that way and do some more hiking out there. Ooh, some weapons. Well, a weapon, an Alkanite Chunk Hatchet. How's that for reasonable damage? And a human leather round shield. Yes, just wields the skin of our enemies. Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice. Cornwall is beautiful as well. Although, I try and avoid holidaying in Cornwall because I know it starts to get a bit tedious for the locals. So if I'm going anywhere, I try and avoid doing the touristy bits and try and avoid pissing people off. Because I know if I lived in somewhere like Cornwall, the number of people who just show up for the summer months and just generally piss people off, it'd annoy the crap out of me. And so I prefer my nice quiet little corner of Cheshire. Okay, I do want to set up some tailoring. So we'll set up a pair of benches. We're going to be moving all of these benches out once we get one of these rooms excavated. But for now, we'll set it up in this corner here. And then we'll set up some basic clothing. We might set up some backpacks being built as well, because that'll help people haul things. But Qual and Doiraga getting them built. Good. Okay, so we want button-down shirts for the ideology. we want to do until we've got 10 count equipped, count one away, and we'll make them all out of cloth. And we want them above normal skill, normal quality, sorry. We want pants, because everyone needs pants. Do until we've got 10. Above normal quality, count one away, clear all, make out of cloth. I like to have bandanas because it adds a layer to the face, which helps with protection from headshots. Count one away, clear all, make from cloth. And I like the look of sombreros. They also add to shooting skill, so we'll do until 10. Count one away, clear all, make from cloth. And we'll make some backpacks as well. Actually, we do want to make a visage mask. So I want to do until I only want 2 of these. Count one equipped, count one away. Want normal, and these make out of steel. We want 2 of these because Doiraga, as our executive, will want a visage mask to wear, so we'll do that first. And backpacks, there we go. Do until X. Okay, count one away, clear all, cloth. Okay. Yeah, I've travelled a bit. I've been to a few places in Scotland. Obviously been to Newcastle and a bit of the northeast. I've done a lot of travelling in North Wales. I've not seen much of South Wales. Been through Cornwall, Devon. Not done much in the southeast. Obviously been to London a few times. So, done all the touristy bits. Every time I go to London, I do all the museums and things like that. But not done much of the coast. So I think that might be on the list as well. So now we've set these up, what we'll do is we'll copy all of the builds in this workbench and we'll link them on this. So any changes we make here will be reflected here. And it means 2 people can work on the same list at the same time so that we're actually getting things done. We have multiple people capable of crafting, so there should be more than enough to get things done. So they should both be making visage masks, which is wonderful. Oh, well done, Jarvis. A masterwork visage mask. That's good. So that'll add quite a bit of armour to Duraga's face. It's made out of steel, so it's got some decent hit points. But no, that's... Of course, you're making another one, so we'll cancel errands there. It's having a second one done by Jarvis. So, of course, Duraga goes straight and puts the visage mask on. No. Finish making that visage mask, please, Jarvis. This is the only downside. I don't want to end up with 3. Come on, Jarvis, finish it, finish it. Good man. No, you don't need to make a visage mask. We've already got 2. The dig. Info about the Heart of Cities. Okay, so we have another ancient complex. Is that going to run out? No, it isn't. That's fine. That's another one. So we've got 2 of the quests we need for the relic, but we're not going to be getting the relic for a while. Yeah, I've heard it's a little flatter out east. I think the only place in the east I've been is a place called March in Cambridgeshire. It's an alright little place. But used to date a girl from there long time ago. It's probably half of the reason why I've travelled through some of the UK, to be fair. But we're making good progress on the carpet making, so we'll be able to fit carpets in here soon. So what we'll do is we'll get the walls done. So we need marble walls in here. And I hate it when it does that. Copy. And we will cancel these bits here so they don't automatically dig them out. Marble wall, in there please, in there. Okay. So that's the next construction project for people to get done. And look at all these unfinished bits as different people come to get things done. It's a pain in the backside, that is. I wish when people started something, they just finished it instead of wandering off to do other things. But we are going to run out of space. Okay, Duraga, build that wall for me, please. Rotray, get out of there. Thank you. So I didn't tell you to come in here. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, my mum's a truck driver, and she says Norfolk's always a bit of a pain in the ass to get in and out of. And yeah, it's not one of her favourite runs. And that being said, she's not a fan of Devon and Cornwall either. At least when she goes up to Scotland, on the way back, she gets, well, it's on the way back, on the way there as well. When she gets a downhill section, she can get some nice speed out of the truck without messing with the limiter. There's just not much you can do about a truck going downhill picking up speed. Yeah, that's probably the best idea. And it's head a bit further south to head north easier. So we are making good progress on these walls. Pick up some components as well. Okay, we'll cancel that. Miss one in the corner and they decided to go and chip away at it. We're waiting for that. We're doing that next. A wild helium tile. I think I'll have that. My day's been pretty good. So I had an appointment with the job centre this morning, so went and got that done. Fine, yep. And then most of the day it's been, job hunting, answering a couple emails, set up a couple of interviews for tomorrow and Friday, and the start of next week. So I'm getting plenty of interviews, which means my CV and my cover letters are doing what they need to. So hopefully I'll be able to find a job relatively soon. I need to find a job relatively soon. I've got bills to pay. But all things considered, everything's going well. We've had a fair bit of rain, so it's nice and cool again. Just generally better than it has been when it's been 30 degrees. I think it's around 15-ish now. It's relatively comfortable. Pull up my phone. It's just going off. Why is it going off? Not important. Not important. Not important. What are these notifications? Oh look, didn't catch it again. I hate that because I use the Indeed app to keep track of jobs I applied through Indeed, and I got a push notification saying that I've got 3 notifications on the Indeed app. So I check it, there's no notifications. Useless fucking app. Ah dear. Okay, let's move those out of there. Yeah, some of these apps, I swear, must have been coded by 5-year-olds. They're just not much use to anybody. Okay, let's get this mining sorted then. So we'll come round here. Okay, maybe not. The vast hive. Oh, buggery. That's an insectoid raid. Those are 2 megapedes, a sphelipede, and a mega spider. There's no range, but these megapedes are incredibly tanky. Incredibly tanky. They're also really slow, so they're going to take a while to get to us. We're in the dark as well. It's raining, which means accuracy is going to be balls. And our guys have got relatively low skill as well. You know what? We'll have the 3 pistols across there. We'll put Jarvis there. Okay, so we need to try and wipe these 2 out quickly, because we need as much shooting on the megapedes as possible. But that's what I mean. Our accuracy is tanked, because it shouldn't take that long to take these out. Okay, so blue did take a hit from an automatic pistol. Okay. Blue moved to one side. Tend yourself, please. Erin, come and fill that gap. Okay, blue got his wound tended. So I want blue in this lineup because he's got a chitin axe. The chitin axe is very powerful. It does a lot of damage. It has high armor penetration. So we really need blue against these. Okay, Megapede Claw. Okay, that went better than I thought. Okay, got hit by the automatic pistol again. Who is hitting our own people at this short range? Okay, finish off the Mega P, please. Okay. So, Mega P Claw, that's fine. But Blue got hit by our own guns. That's ridiculous. And yeah, I've seen some smart 5-year-olds. But yeah, some of these apps are just ridiculously badly coded. And not only is it rain, it's foggy rain, which is why our accuracy was so trash. That's just disappointing. Oh dear. But maybe we'll get some kiting out of these. Maybe the Mega Spider. It'd be nice to get. It's not going to tell me what it gives. It just says leather amount. It doesn't say what kind of leather it gives. I'm hoping it gives chitin. This chitin, you can make weapons out of it, and they have some of the highest damage available. And yes, we do get chitin. That's nice. We only got 30, but that'll do. It gives us 85. I think we can make something like a longsword out of that. Our miners will come through and get this area mined out, and then these will be another set of bedrooms. But what we're going to do is we're going to finish these bedrooms first, and we'll leave these ones until we actually get closer to needing them. Duraga's doing some repairs. See, the accuracy was so bad, we even hit walls on the outside of the defensive setup, which is ridiculous. You've opened a can of Relentless at nearly 11 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. You certainly made a decision. Let's put it that way. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I didn't expect there to be something there. Okay, let's get rid of those plans there, so we just keep going down through here. Okay, so we've got an exposed bit here. That's, yeah. Oh, if you're off work, then yeah, that's fine. It's still a decision that was made. Okay, so Yuso has joined the colony, and Yuso has recovered from paralytic aphasia. Nice. So they are another melee-only pawn. So what weapons do we have available? We've got a couple of hatchets. Steel hatchet normal is only 50%. Yeah, have the Alkanite chunk hatchet. And Yuso, I'm going to take you off warning because you've got 4 skill. Construction, mining, more crafting. That's fine by me. And a shaman merchant is making their way in. That's great. Yeah, it's to be fair, I've been struggling to sleep a lot with the recent heat. And so I've been forcing myself to crash, usually by having a lot of sugar in tea, combining a sugar and a caffeine crash, just to force myself to sleep. Because I'm at the point where the sleeping pills that the doctors give me are not as effective properly. I forgot what's on my phone. What are we at currently? We're down at 16C, So yeah, the storm that blew through's cooled it down nicely, and I should be able to sleep a little better. Okay, so we've only got 10 silver, so we're looking at selling things really. So ambrosia, flake, wake up, the anima seed, the beer, and the mead. There's 465 silver right there. And if we sell the art, that gives us 810. Is there anything we want from them? Neutromine, pemmican, cactipine quills. We could probably sell some more herbal medicine if we need to. We take all of their plasteel, because that will come in handy for the future. Gold we could use. So if I do negative 76, okay, it still needs a few more. So if we sell 100, that gives us 49 silver back, plus the things we're buying. What if we sell all of it? 575. Yeah, we'll be okay until the next harvest, I think. So haul these bits in, please. Don't leave the valuables out. Yeah, so the next heal root harvest is very soon, so we'll be okay without medicine for a little bit. But yeah, the storm, when it came through, was excellent. I mean, I felt it in my joints, because the changes in air pressure affect my joints. But it felt really good. And it looks like we've got more compacted steel there as well. So I wasn't expecting to find this bit here, and I wasn't expecting to mine this bit out either, but we'll do it. I mean, it works, and it's more steel's always helpful. We're nearly done with the carpet making research as well. And I think tonight's stream, with a little help from a certain northern gentleman by the name of Chubbs, it will probably help me hit affiliate as well. Because we've maintained quite a consistent viewer count since Chubbs and Friends came in. And they came in quite early on as well, so it's looking good. So I don't have it hidden, but I also don't have that much anxiety about the viewer count. It is what it is, and if it's low, so what? If anyone shows up, it's great. If no one shows up, I guess I'm doing this for myself rather than anyone else. So for me personally, it's nice to know that there is someone out there, even if they are lurking. But you know, if there's no one out there, I've been practicing speaking to the theoretical they in the room. You know, speaking to an empty room, speaking to an empty chat, and yeah, and just I've been practicing verbalizing what I'm doing and what I'm thinking, or just commenting on various things that are happening. Yeah, so I've not done YouTube, so this is my first foray into content production for an audience, a specific, or well, not a specific audience, but a more general audience. I've never had to speak into a void before. whenever I've done anything public speaking wise, I've always had either an audience or I've been DMing for a group in D&D, things like that. Oh, clay doll. Let's have the... Okay, catch. Trap ball. I'll try and catch you. But yeah, so whenever I've had to do, something presentary before, it's always been to an audience who I know who's going to be there, or I know that it's going to be to a room full of people, or it's going to be like presenting something to a client or something like that. So speaking to a void is something I've not done before, and so I've been practicing that while I've been on stream. I've been doing it when I'm off stream as well, just as practice. I've also been streaming into Chubbs' Discord on occasion, on another RimWorld colony. Occasionally we'll have Discord hangs. We'll just sit around, chat, play games, and I've found it to be all good practice. Excellent, we both caught it. Well, that kind of makes up for things. I've actually caught 2 Pokemon today. Animapod Sprout. We'll harvest you, please. So I quite like Claydol as well. It's an interesting design choice for a Pokemon. It's more steel, plenty of steel as well. Okay, now that we've got most of that done, what we'll do is we'll cancel this row here so that we can just go bam and bam. We'll cancel this area here. And I'm just thinking, if we cancel that blueprint there, and there, they'll mine out these areas. And then we need jade. Okay, it's going to ask me to remove these plans because there's already a plan there. We want jade fences in these gaps here. And because we've set these to construct as well, not only will the miners come and mine out these spots, but the constructors will do some mining as well. So if there's something blocking the space, they'll mine it out before they do the construction. And then once we get carpets down, I keep forgetting. I haven't made Yuso a bed. They're sleeping on the floor. Let's make them a bedroll. Koala, before you go to bed, make a bed, please. Okay, normal one. Yuso, up you get. Go to bed, please. It's a little bit more comfortable than sleeping on a stone floor. And we want floors. It's the fine marble tiles we want in these corners as well. There, there, and there. And then once these have been built, we can replace these marble walls. That's the benefit of having Yuso, who's got construction and mining skill. She's relatively fast at digging out spots and replacing them. Okay, so that one's been done. We can replace that there. Red Snail has a Go Frenzy, which means he'll move faster. Okay, that one's done. That one's done. How are we on wood? That torch has just gone out, and I think we're out of wood again. So, okay, we'll chop down all of the trees in here for now. All of the ones in here should be gone. So we'll do the ones out here as well. There's ambrosia everywhere because it seems to grow like a weed in my playthroughs. 30 ambrosia brushes. Oh dear. Okay, so marble there, that one's done. That one's done, so we can build that one there as well. So we just need to get this one done, and then we can replace this wall here. So I'm quite happy with the progress we've made tonight so far. Cassandra's being relatively kind. I say relatively kind because there's every chance she's going to throw something at us and absolutely destroy us. But that's the last wall we need to build. Let's move those chunks out. Erin's chopping some wood for us. And everyone's getting some sombreros on. Means we're making good progress on the clothing. We've actually made all of the clothing. That's wonderful. There's very little waste as well. There's only a couple of poor items around. That's great. Since we're finished, these three will never actually be finished, so we'll get rid of them. The solar flare. So the solar flare will affect Jarvis. He'll be 60% consciousness until the solar flare passes, because it affects all electrical devices, and androids, unfortunately, are electrical. So it means he's going to be slower overall. He's going to make a few more mistakes, and there we go, solar flare's ended. And now that we've finished these walls, we can put these mining plans back in place. So these little 4x4 rooms. And I think if we... which one is the beauty? That's fertility. Beauty display. Yeah, so these rooms are mostly low beauty, but not negative. So if we just left these as they would have been negative beauty, but now they're only just negative. Inspired cooking, koala. Wanderer joins Kate. A crazed warrior named Kate has arrived and wants to join the colony. She is willing to contribute, but will not leave voluntarily, claiming to have nowhere else to go. You can choose to turn her down and send her away. However, your colonists will be disturbed at sending someone away in need. No worries. I think I'm happy with the number of pawns we have currently. So this Wanderer event, this can either be someone genuinely who wants to join the colony. It could be someone who's going to join and then betray us and try and kill someone. Or it could be what's called a mime, which is sort of like a fungus-infected colonist who will join us like a normal colonist, but eventually will just turn into a mutant mime and will try and eat someone. So I think I'm going to reject that proposal. Everyone's going to get a mood debuff for denying someone joining. It'll only last 6 days, but I'd rather not take the risk. People are relatively happy currently. There's very few negatives, and they'll get less negatives when we move people into the actual bedrooms and get carpets down. So I think for the moment I'm okay with rejecting another pawn, because yeah, we've got 9 pawns already. And for a tribal start, having 9 pawns is relatively good. Apparently Jarvis is white. See, this is what I mean. So as a nudist, Jarvis is allowed to wear things on his face. He's decided to wear the visage mask, which is fine. He's also wearing a bandana, but it says he's wearing 4 bandanas. Which is why some people don't have bandanas, because he's wearing them all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the nudist, and I'm going to clear everything. So don't allow tainted. Oh no, if he's clearing everything, he's not wearing anything. So where is Jarvis currently? So Jarvis, my friend, drop all of this stuff, please. I don't know why the androids do that. They just seem to collect clothing. He's got no junk. He's a mechanical man. He's a basic mechanical man. Look, if you look at the picture as well, he hasn't even got a body. He's just got exposed gubbins. But I'm going to use the nudist for the androids. So they're not going to be wearing anything unless I tell them to. So you can force wear a sombrero. You can have a bandana. You can have a button-down shirt, and you can have some pants. And that should be it. So he can have a full set of clothes, but he's not going to have anything else. Oh, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying your time here. Pristine ruins found nearby. No, thank you. We'll haul these chunks out. So we do actually have a pet cat as well. We've got a Maine Coon. The reason why I have a cat in the colony, because usually with cats, they can't do anything in the colony. They are just there to be pets and to eat all your meat. Because cats in the game are carnivores, like they are in real life. But Maine Coons can actually be trained to haul, to rescue. You can even send them out to attack. And so, a Maine Coon, I'm fine with keeping a Maine Coon, because they are useful in the colony. And I'd rather not have useless animals. Selling £3,000 worth of Pokemon cards to pay for the wedding. Yeah, that's... I know a few people who have done something similar with comics. Now the question is, do they want to sell them, or have they been told to sell them? Harokuda, let's try and catch that. Just throw a regular ball. And I really need to check on how many balls I've got left as well. Because after today, it's not going to be that many. Okay, research should be about complete. Oh, that's fair enough then. Okay, so carpet making's done. Next we want vanilla expanded, and we're going to get furniture. And now, right, for colonist bedrooms, I think I'm going to go green carpets. So, because we've got walls built in all of these rooms, should just be able to go like that. We'll have to do the doorways separately so we don't break these tiles here. But carpets going down. What time are we on? It is 10 past 11. What am I doing tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow morning specifically? No one caught Aracuda. Oh dear. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up the colony here. So let me go save and quit to menu and pull up the ending screen. Okay, that seems to be working. Let's see if there's anyone I can send you over to say hello. Is there anyone playing RimWorld currently? No, but So Ever Dream is having a community night. How long has he been live for? 2 hours. Yeah, but that's fine. We'll go and visit So Ever Dream, also called Billy. He's always good fun to hang out with. We do have a raid message, which I would appreciate people spamming into his chat when we drop in. Best place to keep up with me is on the social media. Twitter is where I post all my go lives. Pretty much everything goes through Twitter. It's the best place to catch up with me. itch.io is for the main meat of my D&D content, which is character subclasses currently. And Ko-fi is if you want to support the stream or support my D&D work. I do also release creatures on Ko-fi for supporters. The next one should be going up this Friday. But yeah, I'd like to thank, if he's still lurking about, I'd like to thank Chubbs for the raid. It was wonderful and unexpected. Gave me a major heart attack. I'd like to thank everyone who followed, everyone who stuck around, lurked, and yeah, it's been a really good stream. I've had a lot of fun. I'm planning on streaming again tomorrow. I'm going to be checking out more 2 Point Campus. And next week, I will be playing a lot more Guild Wars 2, because the game Guild Wars 2 is coming to Steam. It's also the 10th anniversary of Guild Wars 2, and they are introducing the first set of Guild Wars 2 Twitch drops. So, if anyone who follows me does play Guild Wars 2, I will have drops enabled while I'm playing. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to check out the 10th anniversary event and what they've added, and seeing the swarms of new players that come in with Steam. But for now, I'm going to relax and just get some rest. Hope everyone does the same, and I'll see you all tomorrow. It would help if I set the raid going, wouldn't it? So Ever Dream. We'll start the raid. We'll wait for this to go. I really have to get this nailed down and actually do this ahead of time. Okay, there we go. We can send everyone off. So I'll see you all later.